Strawberry stained fingertips, chain smoking, binge watching Netflix, bike grease in my hair, blood on your jeans, blisters on her feet, a huge grin full of teeth. The California drought, the smell after the thunderstorm that knocked the power out. Sweat sucks up my handlebars, I wanna die with all my scars. If they don't like the way we are, then fuck 'em. And I stayed up, chain smoking in the kitchen till you got home, and the curtains were on fire. Fuck, I'm sorry you feel all alone with the TV blasting shadows on my face, itching back to the apartment. It was such a lonely place. I place my head between my knees and think, do you ever have nights like these, so separated from my sense of self and the shit you keep up on your bookshelf? So I just take another sip. I keep falling off and eating shit and forgetting to unclip. The sun will rise some other time. For now it's me and you. Our bikes we trip and stumble laughing to the park. The flea bite slid out on my wrist, the heart-shaped blister on my palm, the handlebars had etched. My body's out on my back porch, my brain is fucking somewhere else on the roof with the flags we torched. And I stayed up, chain smoking in the kitchen till you got home, and the curtains were on fire. Fuck, I'm sorry you feel all alone with the TV blasting shadows on my face, hitching back to the apartment. It was such a lonely place. I place my head between my knees and think, do you ever have nights like these, so separated from my sense of self and the shit you keep up on your bookshelf? Lately I like to take walks after work wearing nothing but my undershirt, the wind picking at my eyes, the blood rushing back to my heart. There's a show on the corner with some kids I met in Oakland. You're sitting on the roof of your car parked right outside the record store. And have you seen my self-esteem? It's picking up its feet out of the gutter it was laying in, just blowing off some steam. It's fine, let's walk the tracks until my shorts are ripping at the seams. We'll drink a 40 and play polo in my single-speeded dream. When she gets drunk, she calls me loser. I get worried that I'll lose her and have to make a bunch of new friends in another stupid town and play my Game Boy on the front porch at Berg's, trying to realize that the butterflies that live inside my stomach gotta die. And I leaned back and looked up and said, fuck me, I'm drunk. In Sharpie on the ceiling of the 76 in downtown Arcata. This town's gone to shit. One day I'll learn to commit. But for now I'm throwing pumpkins down the hill at Laurel in California. My lungs are blacker than the Purig packs and pupils in your eyes. After the 40-minute real talk all the way to In-N-Out, we drive each other to our tipping points. There's Munsolene blunts, pizza joints, there's nothing like the shit found out. Talking to your mom so late at night. And even though it's been getting easier lately, it takes a lot to convince me that people don't hate me. And sometimes when I'm in the car with you guys, I feel like maybe I'm not that crazy. And I'm getting better, and someday I'll get all this straight inside my head. But right now I'm still trying to learn how to keep a steady circle of friends. But you gave me cocaine for my 19th birthday, and about a year ago that day we almost got arrested at the movies. And I was just there talking with my hands shaking in my pockets. I looked at you and read your lips. They said, I've got your back if you've got mine. I am a cigarette in the front pocket of your leather jacket, and my life is stagnant no matter how far you carry me. I murdered my parents and all of my friends. It becomes quite apparent that my life will end with my head bashed in and bleeding, crushed beneath your boot heel. We stand on the levee and my heart feels heavy. Fuck, this isn't healthy. Your hand is so heavy. I wish we would both fit on my bike, but there's just room for one. I ride off to the sunset, gun on my hip and my brain is a train. Sad nothing is real, but it runs nonetheless. And I am a cigarette in the front pocket of your leather jacket, and my life is stagnant no matter how fast we drive down the 17. Freeway signs that I hid behind, I had no idea what I was missing. Wichita, talk your heart out, and you know that I will listen. Every year that passes feels like just a couple days. You were passed out on the tracks when I had thought I heard the train. And so I carried you through the thick and thin. We were thick as thieves and we were close as kin. Coffee, nicotine pumped through our veins. As you start to cry, I try to explain. We were in the trench and our clothes were drenched. I could feel the bad news coming to the West Coast. I got 40 ounces asking me, what do you miss the most? And I feel so fucking selfish while I'm asking you these things. If we could make it out to Oakland, maybe drown these rotten dreams. But I've got no excuse, nothing to blame for the horrid thoughts in this wretched brain. Nothing makes no sense, so I speak my mind. Haven't moved on yet, but God, I'm trying. And I was just wondering if your sister was alive. What do you think she'd look like in high school? When you said, come on in, the water's fine, I whispered, I don't wanna hurt you. And right now I can't help but ask you, do the dead grow older too? As much as I loved being 10 years old, I like to think they do. And nothing makes me crushed like that Greyhound bus reading bright yellow Wichita. I wanna go back down to the pitcher's mound where the midnight oil burned. You told me to grow up while I was throwing up in the Del Mar bathroom stall. It's hard to make amends when your best friends stop returning all your calls. And when you place your hands on either side of my meager frame where the fleas reside, with the panicked look on my pallid face, I climbed through the thorns and thistles, couldn't see shit, so ungrateful, thinking to myself, this isn't happening. And I was just wondering if your sister was alive. What do you think she'd look like in high school? When you said, come on in, the water's fine, I whispered, I don't wanna hurt you. And right now I can't help but ask you, do the dead grow older too? As much as I loved being 10 years old, I like to think they do. Moonlight comes in filtered through smoke rings. Next Netflix episode plays, and that means that maybe you are staying over. You fell asleep smoking your cigarette. It started to burn your hair. It smelled fucking awful, but that's the only thing that I ever wanna smell. You woke up before me, found my beer cans in the shower. I would be embarrassed, but I sleeping after you for hours. The morning sun comes in filtered through smoke. You cook polenta and mushrooms, and that's the only thing that I ever wanna smell. And I have never felt so overwhelmed and anxious. I don't think I've ever seen myself so distant and dismissive, like when you and I kicked off our shoes. We're standing dancing in your room, and I know that you're going through some heavy shit right now, but I am fucking terrified of all the tall black trees that line the road that takes us right behind your wild seeking olive eyes. And I don't want to wake up, I don't want to go to work, I want to die inside your room. And I don't know how many miles it will take me to escape out of this forest I feel growing up around me. And I don't know how many burn marks I will leave before this place catches on fire and I burn down my anxiety. And I am fucking terrified of all the tall black trees that line the road that takes us right behind your wild seeking olive eyes. And I don't want to wake up, I don't want to go to work, I want to die inside your room. A bright light woke me up at 2 a.m. because I fell asleep talking to you again. And I am chasing circles in my head, alarmed, alone, anxious and afraid. I'm thinking, why is it that I've gotta fall in love with anyone that gives me any little bit of attention? And I know all the reasons, but they'd be so scary to mention. So some nights I stay up and I get angry, but these days I'm so tired, so now it hardly ever happens. And I remember I was cold one night on Upper Burnside, but I thought about how warm you were, so it wouldn't really matter anyhow. You gave a most tremendous shout. And when the planets and the stars came out, well, it really kind of freaks me out. And it's hard for me to think it's not so pointless to go to work and go to sleep and wake back up, because all these stupid dreams keep me awake. So I just sing my sad songs and read my sad comic books and cry out of the saddest eyes I've got. Every once in a while from on top of my 10 speed I feel happy, but that doesn't happen a lot. And I know I'll feel better in a couple of weeks, but until then I guess it's just you and me. Just a couple of kooks wearing Doc Marten boots, drinking beer on the side of the street. And I remember I was cold one night on Upper Burnside, but I thought about how warm you were, so it wouldn't really matter anyhow. You gave a most tremendous shout. And when the planets and the stars came out, Well, it really kind of freaks me out. April blooming white jasmine spills over onto the worn-out floral pattern couch where I have been waiting. Hey kid, I think our vessel is sinking under the weight of our darkest black coffee spiked with cheap whiskey, thinking I stand up at the foot of your bed. Pull down the sleeves on my beat-up black and white wool sweater. I'm squeezing the little red marks on my wrist where I've made some mistakes. Spines blank and limbs bruised, stomachs full of black coffee and plantains. In the thick smoky fog of your bed sheets, we have dug our graves. Seattle is just around the corner. I feel excited and nervous and a little bit cornered. We shave each other's heads to escape the heat and take to the streets. And we rise in the late morning on New Year's Day to our feast of leftovers and falling back to sleep in the sun in your front yard. I think about how long it's been since I felt so full and safe and warm. And I ride downtown on my bike all the same with my headphones in. I hate God and no breaks. Days like these got me smiling so hard it hurts my face. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, whatever it takes. Paper mache flasks we never drink from, handmade opaque masks you never think of, an Adderall nightmare you couldn't dream of, and when the morning breaks you never wake up. Escape the winter winds within the theater, a poster pin-up girl you never met her. You know you won't get back your dad's old sweater. You gotta remember that things they will get better. And I know that you don't think I'm coming home. And it's been too many weeks over the phone, oh. And I don't know how long I can go with it alone, oh. Because I'm still trying to learn your do's and don'ts, songs. Separate! Medicate your fearful headache. What you make of your day keeps you awake. But Olympia won't wait for the winter. Breathe into my glass and I fog over. That's when the world gets weird in Red October. I hope you know I'll say I'm sorry when I'm sober. And I know that you don't think I'm coming home. And it's been too many weeks over the phone, oh. And I don't know how long I can go with it alone, oh. Because I'm still trying to learn your do's and don'ts, songs. No, you won't. You were born alive and well, you were just fighting for yourself. In Kansas 1985, you made peace with your parents, or the companies at least, when you bought them their birthday cards. And you ran into their bedroom screaming, "Wake on up, it's morning, don't just sleep the day away." And in 21 years, everything you have learned, it turns and it betrays you. You were scared and very nervous on the first day of school when you moved here from out west. And the self-righteous sultans of Brooklyn took you in and you played baseball in the streets. And you were very tired, so the city never sleeps, but I stayed up with you over telephone wires right out of this Empire State that claims your heartache. And if you want something, you've gotta do it yourself. If you want something, you've gotta do it yourself. Don't sacrifice work for subliminal health. If you want something, you've gotta do it yourself. And if you want something, you've gotta do it yourself. If you want something, you've gotta do it yourself. Don't sacrifice work for subliminal health. If you want something, you've gotta do it yourself. I'm gonna make this just as Kimmy Dawson as possible. Call me kooky, call me crazy, all my friends have fucking rabies, licensed scabies, maybe, trust me, SCP, your answer shady, Monday, Funday, Tuesday, Tuesday, farmer's market, money wasting, radar coffee shop of wannabe punk misogynist, this world is scary, but that's okay, if we work hard, then we can fix it, climb the roof from the bat signal, all the homies, come and kick it, I haven't seen a bar of soap in weeks, but fuck, I feel terrific, the ocean down the street from my house is anything but Pacific. And if I were to die right now, so what if I expressed the Christmas of a friend? Well, that would just be okay. And how the fuck can you live your life without ambition, helping others and having fun and think that that's okay? And maybe that's just what I needed to smash into the side of my skull. 16 ounces of Baja Blast as the pickup truck peeled out and drove off. I didn't wake up with my clothes on for the second time this week. I guess that's progress, but it's not because I'm not getting any sleep. So please don't ask me all the reasons for what I write into these songs, because for this one someone told me write a song that sounds like Kimmy Dawson. And if you're gonna kill yourself, well fuck it, it's your own life. And if you wanna kill a cop, remember to yell thug life. And if you're gonna touch yourself, remember what I look like. And if you wanna fuck yourself, remember what I look like.